I'm Jennifer Zinn. I'm the Chief Academic Officer for KIPP San Antonio. I earned a BA in mathematics in 1999 from Trinity University. I like to think of my mathematics degree as helping me with problem solving and also helped me to teach young people how to be mathematicians and problem solvers themselves. So I initially started as a math teacher, high school math teacher, right after graduating from Trinity, and was able to break down processes and have 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 or 9 different ways to explain math problems to high school students, many of whom had very little interest in doing math. But now when I hear back from them as alumni themselves from different universities all over the country, they're able to describe that they feel confident in their problem solving skills, and a few of them are using math in their careers as well, which is very helpful. I have always been interested in education and in helping others. I confess that I think I became a math teacher because I wasn't sure I was good enough at any other content area. At Trinity, when you want to become a high school teacher, you major in the area in which you'll be teaching. I was not confident that I could read enough and write enough to be a history major or an English major. I didn't enjoy it. And while I've never said that I love mathematics, I knew that I could do math and that I could help others to understand, appreciate, and do math. And that's why I chose mathematics in particular. In terms of why I became an educator, I think that helping others and teaching young people is one of the highest leverage ways to make the world around us a better place, and I've always been very interested in that. And all of my experiences, including when I started just as a calculus teacher here in San Antonio, helped me understand that with creativity and with some passion, you can actually impact a lot of change, both for the students in your classroom, for the peers with whom you're working, and for other educators. When you have a really high quality education happening in one high school in a city as big as San Antonio, other high schools pay attention and take note, and you're able to push what transformation can really look like for education. And I'm really glad doing that kind of work in a small high school here in San Antonio has brought me full circle back to KIPP San Antonio, where we're doing the same thing. Experiences in my math classroom, like having calculus students do an art project immediately following an exam so that they could connect their creative brains to the problem-solving brains where they were doing derivatives or integrals, is corollary in some ways to what I do now as I supervise school leaders, and I help them to solve problems but also to engage their creative brain and to try problem solving and do things in a different way. And I think there are a lot of parallels actually to the work I do now. In terms of the field of mathematics education in particular, the National Council for Teachers of Mathematics is a great organization that has publications and online web access and blogs, and also does an annual conference. And I believe they are very much at the forefront of what great mathematics education looks like for middle school and for high school educators. I've also found that within my current role as the Chief Academic Officer, the KIPP Foundation does a great job of doing research to make sure that we have access to that same information. What is research saying is the best way to teach mathematics to 5th graders, or to teach reading to kindergartners, or to make sure that our seniors are ready to be truly effective and productive when they get to college. So I'd say the KIPP Foundation helps me know what I need to know to make sure that we're doing the right stuff for kids here in San Antonio. I think for someone considering a mathematics degree, it's important to know what you want to do with that degree afterward. I know that you could become an actuary or a financial analyst, and there are a lot of things you can do just in terms of processing numbers. And for those of us who maybe have an easier time with math but want to do something that is not directly related to the number crunching all the time, it's important to know that before you go into, I just want to take math because I know I can do it well. I think it's important to be thoughtful of your career path and what you want to do with those problem-solving skills before you get into the degree.